My first response when my friend sent me this link was, damn, you better clear your search history. My second response was, okay, now that you've gotten rid of the foot porn, why the hell did you find this WikiHow article? On the one hand, I appreciate the sentiment of sending me funny articles, but on the other, I'm probably gonna have to find a WikiHow for at-home lobotomies after I'm done with all this. But maybe I'm overreacting a bit. After all, WikiHow is where trusted research and expert knowledge come together. Normally I'd say becoming an expert in this topic is not a main life goal, but maybe it's worth selling my soul to the fart devil, because as someone who, let's be honest, looks like they would show up to your wedding with like 5 bowls of chili in them and be completely oblivious, I need to defend my intestinal integrity as often as possible. Many a first date has been ruined by this. Not any of my first dates. Not that I don't go on a lot of first dates. Not to suggest I only go on first dates. It's a crappy fart joke when you need one. Oh! I want to check out this page, but I feel like the second I click the link, I'm gonna get a pop-up covering the entire screen saying, if you want to see our totally real experts who definitely exist, please take this 1,000 question survey first. I don't think they count on anyone caring nearly enough about WikiHow to actually look at this. Information you can trust. A guide to our editorial process. We can't list our experts here for privacy reasons, but don't worry, we have tons of them working for us and there's no reason to scroll down anymore. That's a little weird. Our mission, providing everyone with trustworthy information. So trustworthy, in fact, that scrolling down on this page to look at anything else would be completely pointless and unnecessary. I think a mystery is afoot, Watson. Our expert team. I swear to God, you freaking idiot, don't scroll down anymore. Turn around? He knew too much. Don't worry, guys. I read a WikiHow about resurrection. I'm fine. How to act like you didn't fart. Passing gas is a natural bodily function that happens to everybody, but that doesn't mean it can't still be pretty embarrassing in the wrong setting. Odor and noise might be off-putting to people nearby and make it obvious that you were the one responsible, leaving you to soak up the shame. An accidental fart at the wrong place and time can lead to some uncomfortable situations, but there are a few smooth ways to cover a southbound wind should one slip out by mistake. Co-authored by WikiHow staff. The unnamed experts, huh? We have our best men on the job, but they just can't figure out any more synonyms for fart. Whoever wrote this obviously messed up in life, but they didn't drop out, because this is exactly what I do to bulk out my essays. I've had a lot of crazy nights, where I've spent hours googling synonyms for the word the, trying to make my analysis of Poe's use of the comma sound more photosynthesis. Method 1. Dealing with it subtly. Don't react to it. Oh my god, I love the pictures to accompany this. This dude looks like how every girl who writes Wattpad fanfic imagines the main character. This is peak alpha male performance. Did I just crap my pants? Yeah. Did I just ruin everyone's day? Yeah. Do I care? No. Does it look like it bit? Oh. I gotta go. Give me a few hours. Looking through this, wow, the author must have had a traumatic experience involving farts at a young age, because they're taking this really seriously. This is what gangsters tell their underlings when they go in for a police interrogation. Keep your mouth shut. If they ask you questions, don't say nothing. If they try to bait you with a snitching on yourself, play dumb. Dude, we're in 3rd grade. I don't think Miss Stevenson is gonna care that much about a fart. Also, I love this endnote. If the fart is too loud or smells too bad to realistically ignore, you may have to orchestrate an escape plan. Look over there. Step 2. Go about your business. These people must be even more scared of farting than the last guy. Let's look at those jeans. Are they that tight to squeeze the gas in? The best part is, you'll never know whether I'm memeing or if it actually works. If you don't actively pause the moment by showing surprise, others may not notice at all. And if they do, they'll probably have the dignity not to question who the culprit was. Wait, does this have a citation? Did this writer actually have the nerve to draw literal WikiHow fart softcore fan service and then provide evidence for his work? Step 3. Cast aspersions. Maybe you've successfully stifled a violent eruption, but the stench is starting to creep in. What now? You stop saying violent eruption. That is one of the worst phrases that I've ever heard, and I go to a school where people think calling stuff AIDS is peak comedy. Step 4. Blame the dog. Babies also make sterling scapegoats for the more experienced fart hider. Some might even find it cute if they think it was the innocent, artless newborn, never knowing that it was actually you, praying that you don't need a diaper change of your own. No, there's no joke with me in a diaper, you sick perv. I don't even know why you'd think of that. I actually did audition to be Mowgli in the live-action version of the movie, like when I was 7, but unfortunately they told me that I didn't really fit Harvey Weinstein's type. Method 2. Covering your trail. Step 1. Isolate yourself. Your company will think you're simply going to wash your hands or smoke a cigarette, or that you've left something in the other room, when in reality you're being courteous enough to withdraw after deploying your chemical weapons on the general populace. Mr. Secretary, how does the president respond to the claims that North Korea is using chemical weapons against its own people? Kim Jong-un told us that he just had to leave the room to rip some of that dank kush, and that if you smelled chemicals, you were probably just tired or something. There's so much wrong with this picture. This girl only has one breast. These two are definitely fingering each other. And the lighting in the background is just some 5-year-old scribbling with like a white brush on Photoshop. Step 2. Walk it off. Give yourself a reason to walk away after an accidental fart. Walk away, man. It's not worth it. We all literally saw your cheeks rumbling when you farted. There's no way you can convince me that my mom, who died 5 years ago. This is perhaps the best damage control scenario when airing one out in the open, for several reasons. First, the motion of walking will help wave away the emission, dissipating it faster. Shake it off! Shake it off! And the commotion of breaking into a walk will provide a welcome diversion after the sound, should there be any, and the gust itself will be harder to identify with the surrounding distractions. This is so... Dude, how the hell am I supposed to do this voice while reading about your butt gusts? Method 3, avoiding accidents, doing it discreetly. Step 1, bend or crouch. I can't with this picture. Imagine if I delivered every video with this much intensity, people would actually take me seriously. Hi sisters, it's James Charles here. Today we're going to be grooming minor— Damn it! I've got negative leg strength. This hurts way more than it should. In these positions, the bowels are less obstructed, which means you can let loose without worrying as much about waking the neighbors. What are you eating where you worry the neighbors will hear your farts? Do you just take those air fresheners people have in their bathrooms and like shoot an entire bottle down your throat? Right? Step 2, mask it with other noise. Coughing, exclaiming loudly, and dropping objects are all time-tested openings for stealth cheese cutting. Shh. I just want to show this one answer from the community Q&A. Theater kids have definitely infiltrated WikiHow. The question: what if I fart and someone laughs at me? The answer from Tom DeBacker, one of the 5 people on Earth who actually have an account on this site. When you do fart, loudly, social norms are broken, putting you temporarily outside the group. Less mature people will pounce at the opportunity to laugh at you. It allows them to single out a common enemy, which reinforces their feeling of belonging to a group. I'm reading Lord of the Flies in English right now, but this analysis just, like, blows all that out of the water. This guy is that one kid in your elective who, like, smeared red marker on his wrists and said he was suicidal and, like, misquoted Juice WRLD songs. Holy frick. We made it. That was an emotional roller coaster, albeit a really boring one that just kind of went down the entire time. If you enjoyed this video, you should really seek some counseling and maybe find someone else who has an abuse fetish. I think the guy crouching is what broke me. But if a different part traumatized you, comment it down below. If you really want to support me, there's a link to my merch store down below, where I sell shirts exhibiting the 3 facial expressions that I'm capable of making. I think I'm gonna go cry now. Bye.